requires a different skill set that's less portable to other decks, which is why it's kind of this big scary boogie deck. Like people don't really get, like, they don't understand it. And like the style of deck that Lantern is just like isn't the style of deck that's popular in Magic anymore, because like that style of deck is fucking miserable, so Wizards doesn't print those kinds of decks and cards anymore. Yeah, this hand seems reasonable. Would have went to 5 as well here. You're just in for another Street Wraith, right? Put a mulligan to 5 and is playing Tron. Sounds right. So this is kind of a neat thing we can do. We get to go ahead and I'm gonna start by cycling this to see what we find. I should have waited already. I should have waited to play this. I probably wanted to play that fetch land on 1. So I'm gonna check the top card of my deck here. See what's on top. We have a Thoughtseize on top. I'm probably gonna want a Thoughtseize. Let's Inquisition my opponent first here. They have Oblivion Stone, Ancient Stirrings, and Bricks. Do I want this Thoughtseize? We're definitely taking the Ancient Stirrings here, right? I think I want this Thoughtseize. Actually, I probably... No, I don't have an option to because I didn't play the fetch. I have to take the Thoughtseize. I don't know what I'm doing. I have to take the Thoughtseize. Ignore me. Ignore me. If I would have played the fetch, if I would have sequenced my lands right, we could have had a choice here. I could have had a turn 1 Shadow. Yep. Fucking Tron, man. Just Tron things. Alright, so let's cycle this, see what we find. Sure. Yep, this is completely reasonable. Shock. I think I'm just taking both their Ulamogs, right? Because I can K-Command Shatter the Oblivion Stone. I think I'm just going to take their Ulamogs and then play this Death Shadow here. This game of Magic is tough. Alright, or I can just draw those, you know, whatevs. Let me tell you about this 1-mana card. Let me tell you about this 1-mana card that I have. It's a 7/7. It's going to be a 10/10 here really soon. Alright, I'm gonna fetch Shock here and attack my opponent for 10. Alright, put you to 10, go. Hope you got a card that gets you out of this. Oh no! They could draw a Fatal Push. They could draw a Fatal Push, chat! Oh, look, they died. That's so weird. I paid 1 mana for my 10/10, and they died. God, that's strange. Was it good for you, opponent? It was good for me. I got there. Alright, board that out, board that out. Put this Tarfire out. Liliana is okay here. Fulminator's great, obviously. Stubborn Denial and Surgical Extraction are fine. These Abrupt Decays don't do anything. We really mid-range that Tron deck. Yeah, we are definitely a mid-range deck. There's nothing combo aggro about what's going on here. Feels good to deal 37 in a game of Magic. Ain't that the truth? The actual problem, the thing that shouldn't be legal. Taker is good against Wormcoil. Yeah, that's fair. I like that idea. There's no reason that this card should be legal in Modern. It would make the Hollowed One deck less obnoxious too. I don't like this card's like Gitaxian Probe levels of stupid, right? Alright, what else am I supposed to cut here? I just trim the second Bedlam Reveler because that's probably not what this match is about. Do I want anything else here? I've cut all of my decays. I can maybe make an argument for Ancient Grudge. Could maybe make an argument. Maybe it's just the Kolaghan's command that rebuys my Fulminator Mage. Cracks Oblivion Stone. Let's do that. Let's do that. Opponent mulliganed. does this hand do? It gets to cast Faithless Looting. I cut both my Bedlams, right? I did cut both my Bedlams. Is this keepable? This probably isn't keepable, right? Just like doesn't do much. I get to look at a lot. I'm gonna keep this. I get to hurt myself a lot, and I get to look at so many cards with Faithless Looting and probably turn this Traverse on. This creature, instant, sorcery, land. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the Traverse is on. Why did I doubt myself? Why did I ever doubt myself? Start with this. Fetch a Watery Grave here. Inquisition my opponent. Alright, so they have Tron. They have Ancient Stirrings. They have no green mana. Do I take the Dismember here, or do I take the Ancient Stirrings? I'm probably going to be able to get my Shadows out of Dismember range. My Shadows get out of Dismember range when I hit 7 life, right? They're 6/6s when I hit 7 life. Although it's kind of annoying. Yeah, I'm just going to take the Dismember. Is it the Stirrings? You really think it's the Stirrings with no... Well, they could get green and then use the Stirrings. Okay, okay. I'd buy that for $1. I can probably get hit another discard spell at some point here anyways. Hey there, JDR Hill, the 3-month Twitch Prime resubscription. Thanks for sending your Amazon fun money this way again this month. I do appreciate that. That's a good critique, Dylan. I like that. Good feedback. Thank you. So I'm gonna shock in this Stomping Ground and then cast this Faithless Looting and get rid of some of these extra lands. They have Tower, Dismember with Rakdos, one card I don't know. So what shock lands do I have left in my deck? I have Blood Crypt, I have Overgrown Tomb left. Do I need this Blood Crypt? I probably don't. Probably just like bin these two. Although I need another card type in my graveyard, right? So I should bin the Battle Rage so that way my Traverse can get a creature next turn. I think I need to bin the Battle Rage so my Traverse can get a creature. I need to put an instant in here. Yeah, that's the line. Turns my Traverse into a threat. They had one draw step and they drew Wormcoil Engine, so that sounds about par for the Tron course. So, like, we get information in both directions there. Like, I gain valuable information, like, and then they drew Karn. Fucking Tron, man. That's fucking Tron things. Hand is garbage. Draw Wormcoil, draw Karn. Oh, modern. Oh, modern. I hope everyone out there is having a good day. Thanks for spending part of your Tuesday here with us. My name is Jeff. Hello, we're going to hang out playing some Magic the Gathering. I stream Magic on the channel every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday afternoons. If you're enjoying what you see, please hit that follow button. You killed your aunt already, man. You killed the battery in this thing quick. It needs batteries. Okay, I'm gonna plug it in. Okay, enjoy the masks. Your aunt is charging. I would love to play first. I should probably... We're gonna play some Tron later this week. I should definitely consider that deck. I'm not allowed to keep this, right? Burgle, Dylan, someone tell me I'm not allowed to keep this. Someone smarter than me tell me that this should be a mulligan. Thanks for the bits, Anoronix. I mean, I'm in for this one though, right? This one's got Brainstorm in it. And can't lose. It's got Brainstorm in it. I'm not smarter than you, bud, Mulligan. Ditch this swamp, ditch this Death Shadow. Can fetch Overgrown Tomb here. And a 14. And then next turn, we can fetch Shock, play Death Shadow. Yep. This is our first match in this league. I'm gonna lead on that, right? Actually, I'm gonna fetch Shock Overgrown Tomb, or sorry, Watery Grave before I cast that. Looking for a discard spell or a Stubborn Denial. I mean, all right, all right. Here's hoping that we just draw a bunch of Street Wraiths next turn. You 5-0. I think we're gonna lose this match, so I appreciate the offer, but pretty sure we're about to lose this game. Unless their play is like Karn. We can beat a Karn. Wormcoil's gonna be pretty tough here. We could potentially beat a Karn. We're better positioned to beat a Karn than beating other things. I don't understand why you would play a Delver deck in Modern when you can play Death Shadow. Sure. Yep. We're actually out of Shocklands, which sucks. Assume we're just dead here. I'm gonna keep the stub. We can beat only Karn. If they have another follow-up here, we're dead. We can't beat two Karns. That's not an option. We need to have like 6 lands in their hand here. Or like Dirtle into a Karn next turn so we can stub it next. Oh, even the stub's not good, right? Because I don't have... My things aren't live. I need to draw a Street Wraith for this stub to be live. It's unfortunate. Watch this get like Collective Brutality and lose a Death Shadow. No, I assume we're gonna get Ulamog next turn. Assume we're gonna get Ulamog next turn. Dismember, yep. Okay. Well, if their follow-up isn't good, I only have 4 shocks, right? God, that's just great deck building. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, yeah. Oh my modern. Didn't matter that I didn't have another shock land. Didn't matter. This actually is my deck list. We're actually playing modern with my own dollars at this point, mostly because I hate myself. This is good. Every once in a while, we spend my own money to play modern, and then like I am kicked in the pants and reminded why we only play donation deck lists, and it's just everything comes back to normal. It's okay. It needs a second land, but it's got a Street Wraith in it. Alright, so we get Overgrown Tomb here. So we can cast the Goyf regardless of which second land we draw. Storm. With double morale. Am I just supposed to take their Gifts Ungiven here? I feel like Jeff Dollars run into Tron at least twice as much as it. That's Magic Online's way of telling me that you shouldn't try and have fun while playing Modern. It's Magic Online's way of telling me you shouldn't try and have fun while playing Modern. If you find something you enjoy, Tron will show up and remind you that you shouldn't. My desire to go to the open has mostly left me at this point in time, so maybe we'll take a mulligan on that. Honestly, it's probably a pretty good time. No, I probably wouldn't play Turbo Fog as a donation deck. The deck's pretty bad as far as Modern goes. I generally try to only accept things that I think I might have an okay chance of cashing with. So, they need to be, like, at least moderately competitive. Pseudo-competitive. Gotta pay my respects to the fallen. Yep. Probably deserve this. At least this means I'll be able to get a third donation deck list for today after we 0-3 this league. I mean, the range of things that I think we can cash with is pretty wide. I think the mono green Belcher deck is sweet. Yeah, Zach, for you, I'll play anything. Fetch land. Ding. Should have asked for that sooner, huh? And hopefully it's not too late for our monster to go to work here. The problem with Tron is that Tron experiences just as many non-games of Magic that it generates, which I don't really find, like, there's some fun, like, slamming cards into people is, like, fun to do on stream, but, like, if I'm gonna go spend an entire weekend doing something, I don't just want to play, like, a bunch of 90-20 matchups in one direction or another. I don't find that enjoyable as a Magic player. We don't have any Stubborn Denials in our main deck. Alright, so this is a Gift Ungiven, so I assume I'm dead here. There's people that have played Death Shadow before in Legacy. The problem is Death Shadow isn't doing things that you're interested in doing in Legacy. It's about, like, Delver is efficient enough in Legacy. Alright, so... At this point, I just ditched the mana, right? Want to choke them on that access. Dead to a mana creature. I did. Christy's gonna do it up nice tonight, Anoronics. Excellent. Just finish the quick 0-3 here and get back to some sweet donation deck lists. I think we have a Dredge deck in the queue. Sounds great. Storm. Surgical's good. All these cards are decent, right? Actually, they trim some of their creatures in this matchup a lot of the time, so I don't actually know if... bringing in more spot removal is right. Collective Brutality is fine. You want the Staticaster? Yes, I do. Probably don't need Maelstrom Pulse if I have Staticaster to tutor for. How much removal do I want? I'll probably trim a Bedlam and just leave 2 pushes in. Gotta do this. This a try. I think the best board plan against Tron is to bring in a bunch of... I think Jerry T's board plan was very good, no surprise. Like, Thompson's very good at Magic. It's not Blood Moon, actually. The best plan is Stone Rains plus Pressure. The Molten Rain, Fulminator, whatever plan. I think just a bunch of Molten Rains is probably fine. And Jerry was also playing Surgical Extraction for Build Your Own Crumble to Dust, which seems good. I think the best way to attack Tron is on that axis. Stone Rain is actually better than Blood Moon against Tron. People that think Blood Moon is good against Tron haven't played Tron enough, with or against it. Yeah, the Mardu deck is great. It's very good. In fact, after we finish scrubbing this league, we're probably going to play that a whole bunch the rest of the week. That could very easily be one of the best decks in the current Modern format. Huh. Yeah, Tron has some play to it against these decks, but like, I've played a lot of Tron. I won a Modern Challenge with it over the summer. We played it a ton on stream. You're still a dog to Storm. You're still a dog to... They're not unwinnable, but you're a dog against all of them. What do I want to take here? I'm probably just supposed to take the Electromancer. I'm just going to take the Electromancer. Have any removal in my hand right now? So, Battle of Wits isn't playable on Magic Online. Because Magic Online isn't a video game, it uses the CPU and not your graphics card to render all these beautiful graphics that we see here on our screen. So when you open a deck full of 200 cards on Magic Online, it just lags horribly. I think the fact that Molten Rain deals damage to them, along with the fact that it triggers your Young Pyromancer, makes it slightly better. Fulminator Mage might be the better card on average, though, just because it's better against, like, the blue-white control decks. Just Thoughtseize here. Well, I don't know about... Like, Jerry's not infallible, and I haven't played his deck list a ton specifically, but, like, just assuming automatically everything he did correct is probably silly as well, but, like, I think he got the Tron board plan right. I'm probably going to use this first Stubborn Denial pretty liberally, because I only have one blue source in my deck, so I'm never going to be able to hold both of them up. Yeah, sure, you like have to have Disruption and have your best start. So like, I get it. When everything, they're not unwinnable, they're just difficult. Like, I didn't say it was unwinnable, I said it was lopsided. Like, Abzan beats Tron sometimes, news at 11, right? Like, Reed did that at the Pro Tour. I'm gonna cast this Brutality Escalated. Get a little bit of reach in here. They have a bunch of rituals and then Lightning Bolt. Yeah, again, I didn't use the words unwinnable. People, when you talk about skewed matchups in Modern, people always get really defensive and like tell you about how they've won things a bunch of times, and it's like, that's great. That's why they're not 100-0 matchups. That's why they're 70-30 and 80-20 and whatever else they actually are. I'm gonna stub this just in case they have a Empty the Warrens here. This doesn't leave them enough mana to cast it. We 0-3'd 1-3 to League with Blue Moon earlier today. It'll be up on YouTube shortly, after we're done streaming today. Blue Moon's pretty bad. I think if you want to play blue-red style deck in Modern, you should look at the Pyromancer deck that did well at the Pro Tour. Thing in the Ice and Pyromancer are both pretty powerful cards right now. You can learn the answer to that question and more in my article on Gathering Magic this weekend. I break down how well the Rogue decks did at the Pro Tour. Sure, but you're not like your I feel good in the Storm matchup defense was when I have my disruption into my nut draw, I win. And I believe you. When you have your disruption into your nut draw, Tron beats anything. Like, Modern deck has its nut draw, beats tough matchup, news at 11. Like, that's not surprising. Yeah, 10 out of 10, Young Dingo. Which one was yours again? I know you sent one. I don't remember offhand which one it was. Like, if your argument is that I needed to have the nuts to win, it's probably not a good matchup. No, I don't think either avenue is a path to victory. I've played the matchup a lot. And like, when you just have your disruption, you die. You lose the game. Alright, so since we drew the Mishra's Bauble and we have the Street Wraith here, I get to go ahead and Bauble myself and see what's on top of my deck. I don't really want another Street Wraith at this point. I'll grab a Watery Grave here. Hopefully find the discard spell, maybe. Oh, sure. They really want us to have that. Alright, 3 card types in there. I'm gonna pass the turn here. What are the odds we're dead next turn? Probably pretty high. Start with this. Thoughtseize is pretty good. I have all my colors. I'm just gonna ditch these two and then cast the Thoughtseize. We're going to 7 here. I don't want to get too low and get burned out by bolts. All right, go. Our hand's not very good, so we got that going for us. Yep. Yep, Twitter works, or Twitter or Discord, either one. We have 4 card types right now. Play this. Do I want to looting, or do I want to traverse for something? They're gonna cast the Past in Flames next turn, right? And like try and kill me with the Grape Shot. That's what they've set up for here. Their hand is Shivan Wreath, Steam Vent, Past in Flames. When we'll be getting an Overwatch stream, I don't know, at some point this week probably. No, they can kill me without a ritual, actually. Yeah, I did look at that deck list as well. Looked at most of the PT list at this point. We're looking for like another Stubborn Denial, right? Thoughtseize isn't live anymore. I just haven't been having fun with Hex, so I stopped playing it. Hex doesn't pay enough money to play if it's not being fun. It's the TLDR. I don't even really play Magic if it's not fun. Like, so. I think I want to just looting here. Go. Yeah, I think looting there is right, because if we hit Temur Battle Rage, we get to kill them next turn. I'm gonna make sure this other Death Shadow resolves before I attack with this. I might have drawn a remand. I guess there could be merit to just playing a Goyf here and then holding that in case they get to empty me next turn, potentially. Hey, Zach with the donation. Thanks, bud. You said you play anything. Here's Dubious Challenge list that's been treating me well. Oh, I'm excited. There's 6 Emrakul's in this deck. This is great. All right. Here's the deck list for those that are wondering what they just sent in. Now they have a Manamorphose in their discard pile too, so I don't want to let Passive Flames resolve. We're dead to a remand here. We actually have a Grixis Vile Smasher deck list in the donation queue already. Alright, if we 0-3 this league, we're gonna play Zach's deck list right away, because I need a fun meme in my life after 0-3ing with a deck that I thought could be good. We spent my own money to 0-3. Oh, we're done spending my... I was thinking about just, like, spending my own money to play Modern on Thursday and Friday, but that's probably not happening. I guess since I did spend my own money, I could just concede. And then we could play the Dubious Challenge deck. Nah, let's try it. Let's give it the college best here. Let's give it the college best. Let people see 3 matches with this before we throw it away. I mean, this hand could be anything, right? Alright, chat, I'll tell you what. In the sake of getting to the meme faster, if we lose game 1, I'm gonna concede the match. Just for this. I will 10 out of 10 concede for $1. Well, 10 out of 10 concede for $1. That sounds like a plus EV play for me. $2 in, doubled it up. Rift Bowl, huh? Man, my Thoughtseize Street Wraith Dismember. Yeah, this is just, let's play a meme. Let's play a meme. I'm just like, I'm filled with sadness. Sadness is on this. There's $1 too. I conceded before I even got the $1. Let's look at that. The $1 came through anyways. Let's have some fun. I'm not having fun with this deck list. We play Magic for fun. Thank you everyone for the bits. I appreciate that. So this is a good lesson for everyone. If you're not having fun, even if you think a deck is good or if a deck is proven to be good, if you're not having fun playing it, stop playing it. Magic does not make you enough prizes if you're not having fun